Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this AuFCrow AC002 thermal camera. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description, and if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So let's get this open. So here we have the thermal camera. It's very small. So this has a thermal camera and a regular camera. Here we can see the back side. So this will be powered by your device. And here we have a little case. If we open that up, we have a spot for the camera, and we also have an extension cable. So that's a very nice feature. So you can plug this into the camera, and say if you're working on some equipment and you want the camera in a place where your phone won't fit, you can use this kind of as a remote. And that comes with a USB-A and USB-C cable. And here we have the instructions. Let's take a quick look at those. So you want to go to the Google Play Store and download the AuFCrow app. Make sure OTG or on-the-go data exchange is enabled. Connect the camera to your phone. The manual is built into the app. It says Android 7 or above is recommended. It says do not expose your lens to direct sunlight. Keep away from moisture and water. Do not shake violently. Properly store it after use. And then 6 is essentially avoid physical damage and do not disassemble. Okay. It does have a little cover here on the lens. I'll pull that off. So let me get my Android device. Okay, I'm guessing most people will connect this to a phone, but I'm going to use a tablet here for my demonstration. So I'll go to the Play Store, I'll go to search, I'll search for AuFCrow, tap on that, I'll install it, I'll open it. There's a little guide here. It says you can verify whether the device is connected on the home screen. I'll hit next. Enjoy the functions such as image capture, video taking, and palette on the real-time image output interface. I'll hit next. It says re-edit and share photos or videos. I'll hit next. Real-time feedback if any issues arise. Experience now. Privacy policy. So we'll hit camera. It says please plug in the device. So I have the camera plugged in. It's asking you if I want to open up this app when it's plugged in. I'll say sure. I'll hit OK. Try camera again. It's wanting permissions. I'll hit OK. Allow it to record video while using this app. I'm going to access photos. Okay, so it's coming up. So here we can see the thermal camera image. Okay, so I have the camera here. I don't know how well this is focusing, but I can do an overview of the interface. I may not cover everything, but I'll try and cover the important things. So this has a digital camera and the thermal camera. So they're in different places, so they may not line up. So there's an adjustment here. So I'll tap on it. So there are two buttons here. It's the one on the left. So I'll tap on this on the left. So you want to tap on it and then tap on the little icon here. And now we can move this back and forth. And now this image will overlay the digital and the thermal image. So right here they're not lined up, and I don't know if that's coming through on camera, but if I move this over we can get them so they line up directly. Now below that we can change what we're using. So we currently have it on infrared and digital camera. You can change it to digital camera and infrared. I think that's how it overlays them. Then we have infrared only, which is this, and then we have digital, which is just the digital camera. Now I have the lights turned off, so we're not seeing a whole lot there. But definitely with the infrared, with the thermal, you can see everything because it's measuring heat. So what we're actually seeing here is the fluorescent light that I've turned off. So I'll hit the down arrow to go back. Now on the right here, we have the adjustment for the color. So it's currently set to iron red. We can set it to others. We have rainbow, aura, medical, city, lava, red hot, cold blue, white hot, and black hot. So lots of different options for coloring on there. We'll go back to red iron or iron red. And we have scale. So we can turn that on and off, and that has the temperature scale. We have gain, so as auto. We have 4 to 302 Fahrenheit and 212 to 1112 Fahrenheit. We have mirror, and then rotate. Oops. Looks like it needed to restart to do that. Looks like when I hit rotate it made it bigger. Then we can switch from photo to video. So we have photo here. We can hit video. So we can take photos or record video. If we hit to the right, it's going to bring us to the gallery. So these would be photos and videos we've taken. Let me just take a quick photo here. So if I go to the gallery, it's going to show that. Of course, we can open that up. So let's go back. To the left of the trigger button, we have a little target here. So we have the measurement tool. So we have spot measurement. So I can pick a spot. So here's kind of my forehead. We can see that. That's P1. So we're saying we're at 94.1 degrees Fahrenheit. So if we can do another one. So there we have P2. Looks like every time we tap we get one. How many can we do? Looks like we can do 3. Now if we want to get rid of one, I'm guessing we'll drag it to the trash down here. Oops. Or we can just hit the trash. Then we have line. So we can draw a line that will give an average measurement. So that actually has average of 80, it has max of 81.9, min of 79.2. And we have a square. So same thing there, we have average, min, and max. Looks like that's maybe the center point. Yep. And then we have trash can. So lots of options for choosing where we want to get the temperature from. Now up here at the top we have an HD, so we can do HD or lower res. I'll just keep it on that. On the upper right we have a calibration button, so you can hit that to calibrate. Let's go back to the main screen. So on the main screen we have the gallery, the camera. We do have some settings here. So we can set defaults. We have our image settings. So we can turn off the watermark or we can add a time display here. Temperature settings. So it looks like we can set up temperature alarms. We can change units. And we have other settings. So this looks like for language. So the interface seems pretty straightforward. Now I'm connected to the cable, but you could connect this directly into the device. That'd probably be the preferable way to use it for most applications, because then you can just point your device and the camera at the same time. So I just want to go over this on my bench here. Next I'll find some places to demonstrate this. I'm probably going to record some videos, and as far as I know this does not have a built-in microphone, so I'll be enabling the microphone access and the permissions, so when I record the video it will actually record from the microphone on the tablet. Now when you hear the audio from this it may not be great, but that's not related to the device itself, it's related to your phone or tablet that you're recording from. So this is typically how you have this connected. We have the camera in here and it's actually facing towards the front, so I can point this at something. Now you can point it towards you, so you could do like selfie shots, but this would be the typical configuration. And you can see a hotspot there where this was sitting on my bench. Now with this tablet it does stick out past the edge, so if I were to set this down like this it could put some force on that, so I'd want to like set it on something. Now if you have it connected to a phone it may depend on how thick your case is, if you can set it down. But it's probably best just to hold it all the time. So here I have a mini PC and I'll go in and I'll adjust the alignment. So now I've lined up the photo with the PC itself, and if I move this around I have the center temperature on. I can see it's about 99 degrees Fahrenheit. It's 96 degrees Fahrenheit over here. If I go to the other corner here it's going to be quite a bit cooler. It's at 85. And if we go down here to the bench it's 73. So here I'm standing on the floor, I just have socks on, and I'll step backwards and we can see the flooring has heated up where I was standing. Now I stood in the first spot a little bit longer, so it's heated up a little more, but you can see where I just stepped there for just a second. It's still a little bit warmer than the surrounding area. Okay, so here we're looking at a car engine. So this was shut off probably 20 minutes ago. And here you can see the different temperatures. So it's still very hot. We're at 135 degrees Fahrenheit in the middle. So we can look at some things that are quite a bit cooler. We could look at the oil filter here. We're at 111. Now with automotive applications, you could use this to look for leaks or hot spots. Thermal cameras can also be a great tool for finding water leaks. So here I have a foam floor tile. Now this could be a piece of wood or drywall, but I have some water drops on here and you can see they're showing up very dark. So the regular temperature here is 72 degrees. And if we go over to a water spot, it drops down to about 66, 67 degrees. So if you have a piece of wood or drywall that has water in it, that water will evaporate and lower the temperature, and it will show up as cooler than the surrounding area. Now sometimes it's more pronounced than other times, but this is very pronounced here. So here's a person in the partial dark with a thermal camera, and I'm about 10 foot away. Now I'm going to back up to about 50 foot away. And here you can see a person about 50 foot away. So there's no hiding with this thing. So that's the AuFCrow thermal camera for Android. So I showed a couple different examples of how you can use this. Now there are many more ways you can use it besides what I showed, but this is a very versatile tool with lots of nice features. I like that this doesn't require any external power, so you can just plug it in and use it. You don't have to worry about charging it up. It's nice that it has dual lenses on it. That can give you reference to the thermal things you're looking at. So a thermal camera like this could be good for home inspections, automotive use, electronics. I found it easy to use, so even if you're not a professional at this, you can figure out how to use it pretty easy. You can pretty much use it right out of the box. You can plug it in, but then if you want advanced features like changing the colors, you can always add that. And I really think a neat feature of this is that it does have this cord. So if you're working inside of a piece of equipment or something, you can just put the camera inside and you don't have to move the whole device inside. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. Thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.